So we're
The
asking you
last
the
couple times it
question.
made us feel bad.
Bueno o malo?
Bueno o malo.
How long have you been together and how often are you doing it?
Yeah, and we need to know the situation. Like,
Key is to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to brag.
don't
Be honest.
Look at Eric's like, you don't need to brag.
You need to make me feel bad on a Friday.
All right, we're going to try and get to as many calls as we can. We'll
we
start
go.
with Candace. Hi, Candace. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Love you guys.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Happy
Candace-
Friday. Yes.
Happy
Yes,
Friday.
thank God.
Candace, how long have you been married? If you are married?
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Okay.
we've been together 17 years total and married 7. So we were common law married, had a kid and everything. So yeah, but 17 total. I've dealt with him 17 years. Those count.
Okay.
All right.
So and you have one child. So how often?
No, we have 2.
Oh, you
we
have
have
2
kids.
Okay.
Ages?
Yeah, what are their ages?
One's 12, he'll be 13, and one's 8, and she'll be 9 this year.
Okay.
That's a tough time.
What's
though.
the frequency for you guys?
So it's always been, unless you're sick or, I had the baby, it's always been at least once a week because we work during the week and the weekend. Now, in the beginning, like the caller, yes. In the very beginning, you're knocking it out all the time because it's new, but it definitely tapers off by 3 years because, you're out of that newlywed stage and you see each other more, so it's not new and exciting and like, oh, let's try it here. Oh, let's go here. Oh, we got to get it in here because it's 3 years
It's
old
not
now.
that it's not exciting. It's that you're doing real life at this point.
Or you're taking it for granted.
Yeah,
You could
it's
do it
not
tomorrow.
Right. We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not the honeymoon stage.
Oh, we're
like,
really
we
tired.
can't
Let's do
get
it
in.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think there's nothing wrong with that. Once a week that's healthy that you have that once a week.
Yeah, and lately we've been a little more, but like religiously, like for the most, it's at least been once a week. Like no bragging, at least once a week. At the end of the week, it's like a good de-stressor,
Now, do you guys have it planned out? Like, okay, it's Saturday night
No.
after
no,
that
we
shows, or is it just whenever it
Oh,
happens?
God, that
No.
sucks to plan
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's
God.
just whenever. I feel like when you plan it, it kind of takes away from the
It
getting the
does.
motor
Spontaneity.
going.
It puts
Yeah,
pressure
like-
on you, and there shouldn't
Listen,
be pressure.
but we have people who have reached out on text when the planning topic came up, and they said, there's one lady I remember, she said, if we don't plan it, it won't happen.
Have it on
because
your
of their
shared
schedule is so
calendar.
crazy. and
And
she
that's
didn't,
why I'm
I
so
don't,
glad I'm
Yeah.
not that crazy.
yeah, she
It's
didn't
busy.
clarify that she put it on the shared calendar, Sam.
What
she just
emoji
said
do you use,
that.
Sam?
What day it was.
What do you have there? What is it?
I didn't say
Candace.
I did that.
Yeah,
Thanks for
right.
calling,
You said
Candace.
it pretty fast.
Don't you look at my calendar.
Janet's up next, 713-390-KRBE. How often are you doing it? How long have you been together, Janet? Tell us if there are children, what the ages of the kids are, and then give us the frequency. Hi.
Hi, how are you guys? So, yes, we've been together 13 years, 10 married, 3 together extra. But we have a wide array of kids because this is our second marriage. So there's 21, 19, and 9.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So we're pretty good about 4 nights a week. But trust me, we hit tumbleweeds when life happens. We're like, kids, and is everybody asleep? There's one playing video games till midnight. And I'm not staying up till midnight.
Yeah. 4 times a week is pretty
Tumbleweeds.
impressive.
That is really impressive.
But again, don't get me wrong, Ryan. There are tumbleweeds, that happen for 2 weeks, and we're like, okay, we got to figure something out because it's life. We're married, but again, we have kids. Life happens. Things are going on. Graduations, parties.
course.
All
So
this
four,
stuff.
so 4
course.
nights a week to 2 weeks it must feel then like 9 months. The 2 weeks feel like 9 months
yeah,
to
they
someone
do.
who's doing
Not
it 4
for
nights a
me.
week.
Not for me. I'm not gonna lie. Not for me. My husband's like, it's been like 6 months. I'm like, no, dude, it's been like 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
That's so
I think
funny.
it's great that you still both are very active. That's awesome.
You must have good
Congratulations.
Yeah,
testosterone.
and we're older. We're in our mid to late 40s. So yeah, we're hitting
older.
midlife also.
That sounds like a good age to me.
Perimenopause is not fun.
Well,
All
Janet,
right.
good for you. Thanks
Congrats.
for being honest.
So there's hope. There's hope for people.
And again, those ages that you have, it's May. So just hold on.
I just
'cause
feel
it's
like when
May.
they're younger,
It's
when they're
crazy.
under like 7, it's easier. But when they get to like 9 and above, they know what sex is.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
It's
Why is
also
the door
more
locked?
difficult, like
Why is
when
the
you're
door locked?
taking them to practice or rehearsal
You just gotta
or
find ways.
whatever activity they've got to do, and you're just like constantly stuck in Houston traffic, and you get home, and you got to cook dinner, and you've got all these different things to do.
And I just don't know where the weekday stuff would come into play, especially if you do have sports or rehearsals and stuff. If you have kids in that age range, some of these games go till like 9:30 or 10.
Oh, no.
And then you're like, we haven't even gotten home to really feed you your real dinner now because they're starving. And you're like, how's my kid going to eat at 10 o'clock?
Honey
and then I got to
buns.
get my kid to go
And
to
then
sleep
they go,
and then
"Mom,
wake up in the morning.
I have some homework, by the
Oh,
way.
here's a
Yeah.
project
forgot
I
to tell you
forgot
about
to tell
that.
you.
That's
It's
some
due
good
at
foreplay there
9.
and doing kids math for them.
Next
That sucks.
caller. Let's go to Zach on the line at 713-390-KRBE. Hi, Zach. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach. So tell us your story. How long you been together, and what is the
Do
frequency,
you
as
have
Roula puts
kids?
it?
And what are the ages? All that good stuff.
So we've been together 9 years, married for 8. We actually have 4 kids, all boys, and their ages are the oldest is 7 and the youngest is about 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So let me guess. Based on that age range, what Eric just said, it should be very high frequency.
Especially with the 4
'Cause
kids.
you can hide and they don't get it.
yeah.
Unless
Right.
with 4 kids, man, that's a major variable.
been
There's
6
too many
months.
noises.
Sounds busy.
Yeah. So what
Yeah,
is your frequency, Zach?
Frequency is every other day.
You trying to make a girl? You going for the girl,
Yeah, you want a
right?
girl, don't you?
How do 4 children stay quiet and not like herding cats at some point? Because one is going to set off at some point when you're trying to have
Right.
private time. So how do you get around that?
Usually, I mean, our private time is obviously at night most of the time.
1 a.m.
Yeah, but you got a 6-month-old. Who's getting up and doing the feedings and all that?
Well, 6 months are
Well, so our house, so we're very structured and routine, and our kids are in bed at 7 o'clock every night, and
all right.
we
then you're fine.
he's the 6-month-old now. He's in his own room and is able to sleep throughout the night and stuff.
Wow, that's
So
awesome.
no more night feedings, but
That's impressive.
Nice.
yeah, we found that it's worked best for us. Like I know y'all talk about the whole schedule thing and everything, but I guess that just works with us. I mean,
Hey,
that way we
to
know
each his own.
when it's going to happen. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
true.
You're getting it, so I don't care if you schedule whatever you do.
You're doing well, dude.
Well, thanks
No,
for.
my
Go ahead.
yeah, my wife is awesome. I mean, she's a trooper. She stays at home, and I don't,
Yeah, with the
I don't
4
see how she
kids.
does it. But
That's
yeah.
a tough job.
Are you going to have 5?
No, we're done.
Well,
No,
actually,
no.
Zach, here's a piece of advice we got yesterday from a mom who had 5. She goes, "I had 5 because there's always one that's willing to snitch.
Ah,
There's always an
They can't
oddball that's
pair
willing to
off.
snitch when there's
Yeah,
5.
that's
If
true.
there's 4, they pair it off. So that's kind of
I'm
funny.
I'm one of 5 boys, and 5 was never in the cards for me. Even 4 wasn't in the cards for us. But that 4th one was actually a little surprise.
Well,
But
you're
no,
doing it
no
every
more.
other
Yeah,
day.
what do you
Looks like
expect?
6 might be in the cards for you.
Unless you get a
Thanks for calling,
vasectomy.
Zach.
maybe pull back a little bit, buddy.
We've already had that taken care of.
I got
Oh,
the
you
vasectomy.
have?
Okay, gotcha.
No more kids.
Well, thanks for calling, Zach, and cheers to you guys. That's
Yeah.
So far,
Thank
people
you.
seem reasonable. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems a little every other day.
The 4 times a week, that's our highest number so far.
With a 6-month-old though?
That's a.
every
Kid
other
can't
day
walk.
is more than 4 times.
But now you can keep
Every
doing-
other day.
Now you can
So
keep,
he's the highest.
No, he's 3.
like your
Every
son
other
Sam,
day, there's
he
7
walks.
days in a week. That's 3.5
You just put him in his
days.
crib.
And hope he doesn't
Here's a
bounce.
book, kid.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's
bottle.
happening.
Tastes good.
At his age, he has no idea
He
what's happening.
loves reading his books
If
in
you're
his
just
crib.
tuning into the
There's
Roula
like
and Ryan
6 of them
show,
when I wake up.
we're asking, what's your frequency? How long have you been together? Do you have kids? What are the ages of the kids? All the variables that might keep you from being together or not. Carol is up next at 713-390-KRBE. Hello, Carol. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Can't tell by her voice, it's like 3 times a day.
No. Carol,
Can't you tell? Like she's like pepper the
she's
stuff.
like, good morning.
I just did right now.
I just
So, Carol, give us your background. How long have you been married? How many children and the ages and all that?
June will be 35 years since we've been married. We have 4 kids, but they're all grown
Okay.
right now.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you
nobody
got-
in the
They're all
house.
grown.
You're
Just
knocking
you
it out
guys.
all the time. Go ahead, tell us that number.
Empty nester, about 4 times a week.
Wow, that's good.
Nice.
Empty nester.
I was going to say, once your
and-
kids were all grown, they moved away. I thought y'all moved away from each other.
And-
And we got divorced.
And we're in the 50s, so it's getting more spicier and spicier. The older we
Nice.
get, it seems like.
Really spicy.
How do you
Yeah.
keep it fresh and new after 35 years?
Walking up the stairs and putting that booty in his face and all that.
And all that. And all that. Oh, man.
That's all I need.
She's a hot dog.
That's all I need. Walking up the stairs,
Yeah.
putting that booty on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
Can you say anything? You just put the booty in the face?
Oh my God!
Just
stop.
shaking it and walking up the stairs, shaking it and walking up.
And
That's
you're,
what she's
you're
doing.
saying, is he walking behind you, or you're walking up the
Yes.
stairs to him?
behind me.
Got
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay, shake
Oh,
your
so
tail
then
feather.
you start swaying and
Carol,
boom.
you're shaking your tail
What's your
feather.
husband's name?
His name is Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk. Good job.
I need some
Kirk.
stairs in my house now, girl.
Carol, shake it.
Get a stairmaster.
Shake, shake.
I only
He
got-
just tells me every day that I'm crazy. He don't know where I come from.
Aw.
And he's very
that
happy
means he's
that
crazy
you are.
in love with you.
That's right.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes.
That's really
Thank
sweet,
you.
Carol. That's so fun.
Thank you.
Y'all sound like a little.
Told you, just her voice, you could tell.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, you were right, Eric. You called that one. Carol, thanks. That's all. I think we can't go past
What
Carol.
are some numbers that you're seeing, though?
Carol, thank you so much. You have a wonderful
They're
weekend.
full.
You're fantastic.
Thank you.